I'm going to be sharing my hints and tips of what I did when I signed my first $1 million. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Annie, your psychic limitless mindset manifestation coach. So guys, just a bit of background about myself for those of you who are new to my channel. So I'm a natural born psychic. I stepped into my abilities, kind of got fast tracked. I always knew I had it, but I got fast tracked by the universe in my late 20s when I went through a series of universal tests. I got fast tracked so much that I helped a lot of people in a short space of time. So I helped them in terms of navigation, insight, the manifesting state, and I was kind of on a journey with the universe saying, okay, how do you want me to utilize this ability? How do you want me to help people and guide them and heal them? What do you want me to do? And bam, I was like, okay, I can perfect someone's manifesting state. I can really get behind their inner state. I know how to get their vibration raised, which is quite niche and technical, but I was like, wow, I can really make a difference. So what I did was I launched this channel, and in this channel, it's all for you guys. So anything that you want me to cover, anything at all, I'm here to share as much educational insight as possible. So in this video in particular is to show you and share with you how I signed my first $1 million deal. Oh my God. And I did it within 6 weeks. So how did I do it? So being a psychic and being able to connect with so many different energies, so many people of all different walks of life, I found a common theme that they weren't really tapping into their limitless being, their energy, really understanding how their energy works. So imagine it was like me stepping into my late 20s and all of a sudden this light bulb went off and I was like, whoa, I can see so much more. This is awesome. So coming across all these people, I learned so much in such a short space of time. And, being limitless, which everyone is, but a lot of people have what I call resistance. So then I was like, okay. So some of the people that I even work with, guys, are therapists, psychologists, doctors, professionals, writers, actors, producers, people from all walks. And I was like, wow, I can really get behind their inner state. Yep. So one of the things that I did was I decided, you know what, I'm going to retract from the 3D world and I want to work on my inner state. Because wouldn't it be embarrassing if I was coaching and guiding and helping people when I haven't really mastered my own inner state? And it's my inner state that I'm improving on each and every day. And I say it to a lot of coaches, whether they're life coaches, business coaches, or even therapists and psychologists. I'm like, the energy exchange that you guys are doing with other people, you need to really get behind your own inner state too, like no other. Like you have to be on top of your game. Unfortunately, there are not many people like that, but the ones I helped were really, really benefited from my work. So that's what I did. I invested in my inner state. I didn't think twice. I didn't think about the 3D circumstances. I didn't think about other people's opinions or saying, oh, this is a waste of time. Oh, just get yourself a normal job, do something normal. I didn't waste my time listening to that. I was like, no. If I'm stepping into my manifesting state, it's going to be all about my belief system, my thought process, and my energy. So think about the most hardest resistance you have around you. What is it? Is it where you live? Is it your friends? Is it your family? Is it your job? What's the resistance that you have? And when you've identified the resistance, I want you to write it down. Because I know with every resistance that you have, there are solutions. I'm naturally a solution-led person. When there's a problem, I don't start screaming there's a problem. I go with a solution with it as well. Because having a problem with no solution, what you're doing is ultimately creating drama. So inner state was so important. The second thing that I did was, oh God, you guys are like, wow. Basically, what I didn't realize, sometimes, being psychic does not mean you know everything, by the way. But what I didn't realize was I was being tested by the universe, by the acts and the energy exchange I was having with people. So I didn't show no signs of greed, no signs of attachment, anger, hatred, nothing at all. My desire deep from within when I came into my abilities was to help people, guide them, enlighten them, heal them, give them a different way of seeing things, and psychically being there as a source of comfort to know, no, It's like this. This is how I see it, but I'm going to help you get there. So through that, little did I know I was going through universal tests as well. And one of the universal tests that I had was when I came across my coach, who is also a top psychic, a spiritual master. So him connecting through, who's able to see all the good that I did for the other people. And seeing that, recognizing that, he became my coach. And I was like, wow, a person like that, a caliber of that is going to be my coach. Like, I was like, wow. So working with my coach, really getting behind my energy even more, and working with someone who has 24 years experience within the industry and works with so many public figures too, and has made quite a name for himself in his, he's quite private, but he's made a name for himself in the industry. I was so privileged. But then at the same time, I was like, wow, this is a reward from the universe, because people that come on your path, there is no coincidence. There is no such thing as a coincidence. It's the people that you attract based off, your karma, your good deeds, the universal tests that you've had, and how you really evolved as a spiritual being. So with this coach, I worked my ass off to really get behind more in my inner state. I wanted to perfect it. I wanted to know how to really have that edge. And I get it all the time, whether it's out meeting people, whether it's communicating with my clients, like, wow, Annie, I'm so blown away by your energy. And I'm like, oh, thanks, I've done a lot of work, but I want it to bounce and I want it to, spread to a lot of people, that positivity. So coming back to this first deal that I signed, one of the techniques that I used was the power of my visualization. And I did a video about this on my YouTube channel, the power of visualization, and how everyone has that. So when I came into visualizing that signed deal, I was already perfecting not only my inner state, but my manifesting state. So as I was doing that, what I didn't realize was I was accumulating the energy behind the manifestations, anything that I wanted to bring in terms of my desire. And one of them was to be financially abundant. And I was like, yeah, I want to be financially abundant. Why not? With that abundant energy, I can help a lot of people. And for me, I had no measure. If I'm honest with you, I had no measure as to how much I wanted to accumulate. And you're probably thinking, that's a bit weird, Annie. How can we not have a number against it? Well, at that time, all I wanted to do was open up my financial abundance. That's all I wanted to do. And when I did that, then I narrowed it down to a specific number. That's how I worked. I didn't do the typical write a check or write the amount. I first opened myself up to the abundance, and then I did the narrow details. So that's something that you guys can all try. So what I mean about opening yourself up abundantly financially is really get behind that nitty gritty inner work, that story that you tell yourself about money. How do you hold money? How do you feel about it? What does it mean to you? The more you get behind that, guys, the more you're opening up the energy of it. I was like, wow, money is not hard to make at all. I was like, wow, I just did this. Imagine what I could do even more. And all of a sudden, light bulb. All of a sudden, creativity. All of a sudden, buy-in. Wow. So when you make your first £10, £100, £1,000, whatever it is, it's just a number. But when you hit the first milestone, what you're going to realize, it's just momentum. It's just more of it. The same mindset, the same way your body moves, the same way your energy moves. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Consistency and repetition. So on my YouTube channel, I did a video that was all about how to grow your business. Go and check it out. It's about a client that I have been working with from an average wage job and is working his way up to his first million. It's just momentum. It's like, who, ha, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I'm on the hunt for those who have that burning desire for change, whether they feel that they have that belief and knowing that they have that X factor, like they're meant for something so big than what they're currently in now. I'm on the hunt for those people because I want to be able to utilize my ability, my God-given ability, to help those in need. in that desire for change. So if you feel you're one of them, head over to my website, and when you're ready, register your details over. But until then, you can check me out on my social media platforms. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon.